I'm like, what? Man, come on. All right, guys. So this is part two. I decided to record it all in the same day. That's why you see the same fit. But yes, man, like I said, bro, like part one, I was telling you how it kind of all started. And but yes, man. So get right into it. Before I get into it, y'all go hit the subscribe button. Yes. So yeah, man. Get myself right for it. I'm trying to think of everything I said in the first part. But no, long story short, like she steady, like, let's continue with the petty stuff. All right, so she constantly just hit me with petty stuff. Like she, you know how you go back to work and people start telling you that, hey, no, I didn't turn them in, such and such turned them in, you know, all that stuff. Like, I never said, let's go to HR. Technically, she might have never ever said, let's go to HR, even though I heard her one time say something about HR, but let's give her the benefit of the doubt. Even though she technically may have not said, let's go to HR. If you're constantly telling on me, like 2 or 3 times a day, pulling the emergency stop, you pulling the emergency stop, stopping the process, stopping the line, constantly saying. So this how it all started. This how when I went to HR. Now I'm gonna fast forward. Now we're in HR, human resources. I'm sitting there, you know, like I said, I'm sitting there like this, you know, because like I said, the same day my cousin passed. So I'm over here thinking about my cousin, you know, wishing like we could have had, like, spent more time, you know, understood more about the family, you know, all of that, you know. I'm over there thinking about that. So, like, you know, I'm over here basically like in a mourning stage, like mourning and just reminiscing. So she just going off at me. Boom, 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 boom. I said, hold up, wait a minute. My turn to talk. Hey, cut it. Action. So I'm like, why I'm up here? Like, why am I up here? I haven't did anything. Cause like, it's not like I'm the one being petty. No, this is me basically telling my side of the story. I gotta prove my innocence. Cause, you know, I know my job don't want to hear about my innocence. They don't care. I'm a guy. And, you know, anytime that a girl or a woman go tell on a guy, you win, you in for it, you know, cause it's just something about it, man. Women, they have that kind of power now. Take it from me personally, me playing sports, you know, seeing football players get their football careers kind of beat up or threw out of whack or whatever. Sometimes even ending their careers off a female saying something. And most of the time it be off of some jealousy, or most of the time it be like a guy been to mess with a female and then the guy don't want the female anymore, or he on to somebody else, you know, basically people catching feelings. And I kind of think, me personally, I kind of think that kind of what's going on with me. Like, she'd have caught some type of feelings for me, or maybe she'd have liked me or whatever. Because granted, I don't mean to like kind of, you know, I just say toot my own horn, but man, there's a lot of females try to talk to me. Even though I have a girlfriend, they don't be caring. I mean, they just don't be caring. Even though, I mean, I don't talk to them, but well, I speak to some people. Like, I don't like, you know what I mean. I don't try to do that adult stuff. So yeah, man, I just feel like that happened to me. So I'm in there. She going on. I start talking. I'm like, why am I up here? I haven't did anything. I don't even talk to this girl. You can go back and watch the cameras. I said, please go back and watch the cameras. You will see I don't say nothing to this girl. Why don't I say anything to this girl? I don't care what this girl is doing. Man, I just want to be left alone. I'm like, look here. If you all see that I got a problem, or you all think that you have a problem with me or whatever, why don't y'all just move me? When I said that, I was like, oh, no, we don't have a problem. Yes, you do. Because if you didn't have a problem with me, I wouldn't be in HR. Or it's like, well, this is just a discussion. No, this ain't no discussion. It's not no discussion when you writing down, documenting everything in a notepad. Nah, this is real. Because for me personally, I feel like this right here, man. I got a family, and I kind of got some people kind of depending on me. So I look at it like this, like, man, you trying to mess up my family. You're not even, it's no longer like you're going for me. You're trying to affect families. You're trying to affect lives. So, you know, I'm telling my story. All in my ear again. I'm like, well, granted, I'm on this side of the table. She's on that side of the table. So, like, I'm facing, like, my boss. And then on the right-hand side of my boss is her. And on the left-hand side of me is the HR person. So I'm like, man, I'm up here, man. I have never been to HR before in my life. Never. Man, I tell you, man, it hit me out of the middle of nowhere. I didn't even know I was going to HR. They said, hey, your boss want, I ain't gonna say their name, your boss want to see you. I'm like, all right. So I'm in HR. Man, I didn't know what to say. I felt like I was being interrogated. I really was being interrogated, if you want to just be honest. Man, I felt like they really wasn't trying to hear nothing I was saying. She steady going in on me. I'm like, man, you the same age my baby sister is. Like, I'm letting you get away with all your little petty stuff. Because this is what she does. Like, she'll do something. Then she'll give me like a little smirk, like, and be smiling. I'm like, bro, like, it's like kid stuff. It's kid stuff. I'm a grown man. I'm 25. I'll be 26 next month, March. God willing. So I'm like, bro, like, man, like, at this point, like, now you kind of irritating me. And I know, because she told somebody who's a reputable person, that's a good friend of mine, she told them that she's trying to ruin my opportunity to go to another state. Wow. She's trying to ruin my opportunity to go to another state. So I'm like, man, well, damn. So I'm like, yeah. So I'm up there, man, trying to come to find out. She's mad. Yeah, I know it's more to this, but she's mad about another girl that talks to me or that speaks to me or I give attention to, per se. Which I give attention to a lot of people. Because, man, I talk to a lot of people. Women, men, I speak to everybody. I'm me. I speak to everybody. Except her. Or, what I'm trying to say is obviously other people I don't speak to. But, I'm well known at work, I'm a good worker. I'm well known. Because trust me, I feel like if I wasn't a good worker, they would have got rid of me. So, and I wouldn't be going. But, hey, I'm a good worker. So, thank you. Thanks to my parents. But, yeah, thank God. But, yeah, that going on. She yelling at me. Comes to find out she's mad about me. This is what she said. He's always interfering with my training process. I said, how am I interfering with your training process? Because you always talking to her, let's just say Abby. There's no girl at the plant named Abby. But let's say, you always talking to Abby. Abby? Well, why Abby not up here? Man, I'm like, bruh. So now she's just making herself seem kind of dumb. And when you just had to be there. If you just heard what she was saying, you'd be like, bruh, that don't even add up. So they're like, we just watch the cameras. Every time I said, okay, let's watch the cameras, they never watch the cameras. Now, trust me, if I was in the wrong, or they felt like I was in the wrong, don't you think they would already watch that camera? I am a guy. She's a female. I'm like, I'm starting to understand what mom said. My mama know it. It's like my mama, she know everything about life. I'm not lying. It's like she know everything about life. So I be listening. Like, I really just be soaking it all in. Like, I be soaking all that in. So mama always said, when you doing good, they gonna hate. I never understood exactly what that meant until like last year. Or really this year is really hitting. So I'm like, okay. All right, boom. So I'm like, man, I'm up here over this girl. Man, not only did she tell on me, like my boss man is right there. Like my boss man is right there. Like my boss. She told on my boss. She told on my shift leader. She told on everybody. But man, the simple fact that she told on my boss, that was so fun. I was like, yeah, you done messed up now. Cause honestly, y'all know, man, you can't be out here snitching, You can't be out here snitching. Then you snitching on everybody. Man, that girl, she went like 0 to 100 faster than my Mustang. Like 3 seconds. Boom. I'm like, golly, man. It was so bad. She told on my group leader, bruh, the HR person, and me, we looked at the group leader like, I can't believe she just did that. I'm like, yeah, you done messed up now. Man, even though my group leader, he didn't try to take anything out on her. I could tell he probably getting annoyed with her, but he don't come all crazy and then to her. And she constantly telling, it's like a little kid complaining, like she hasn't grew up yet. So I'm like, man, well, you don't do this, but you don't do that. And she don't do this, and she don't do that. And he don't do this, and he don't do that. I'm over here like this right here. Inside, I was like, yeah, you done messed up now. You done told on yourself now. You done really did that now. I'm over there like, yeah. But on the inside, on the outside, I'm like this right here. So I said, can we talk one-on-one? Can like I step out of the room, she tell her side? Because there's 3 sides to a story. my side, her side, and the truth. Or we can say 5 sides. Your side, the HR lady, my boss man, her side, and my side, and then the truth. I'm like, bro, like, I'm too old for this. Bro, I'm 25. I'm too old for this. Like, I don't got time for this. If you got a problem with me, just move me. Because I don't have time for this, you know? Man, every time, there's one thing about it. When you a good worker, that gets you far. Granted, you have a decent attitude, you not causing trouble. You a good worker, that's your key. It'll get you far. And me being a good worker, they don't want me off the line. And they don't want to move me to somewhere else. You know, because I know all the jobs, know everything about the line. You know, all that stuff kind of builds up to jealousy, man. Because when a person see that you know stuff, and then like when they do like group work or like non-production days or stuff like that, you know, all plants have non-production days. All right, when you doing non-production days, and they know that like, all right, we got this list of things to do. And Darian or Abby or John or whoever, and they all can do stuff, or in my case, Key, man, Key can do half the list. All you gonna do is just be left alone, just get him what he gonna do. He gonna work, boom, 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 because I work real fast. It always leads to jealousy. And bruh, long story short, I'm not jumping all over the place, but I wanna make sure I get this part 2 done before I forget my thoughts. She told on me again last night. And this is what she told on me. So, you know, I'm working, it's like they got this, it's like at work, they had like certain projects they wanted done. And you know, me, it's like any job. They want you to do stuff, but they don't give you all the tools for it. They want you to find what you need to use to make it work. But it's just hard. And me, like I said, I know a lot of people. I know people in maintenance, all kind of stuff. I don't want to talk too much about my where I work at, but yeah, I know people everywhere. So they always gonna give me tools that I need because they know, for one, I'm gonna give it back to them. I'm not gonna lose it. And I'm gonna have it, and I'm gonna take care of their business. That way, they don't have to come out here, and it works good for me too, cause you know I get out here by the way. So I'm working on this. Let's just see, for instance, hold up. I'm working on this. They want me to cut this section out, or let's say plywood. You know, it's not plywood. I'm gonna say what it is, and it's gonna put me in the wrong. So they want me to cut out this piece of plywood. All right, it's about the size of this box. We want to cover up this box. So you know, I'm doing my measurements, and I won't forget it. It's 11 inches. No, it's 30 inches by 11. So 11 inches long, and 30 inches long, 11 inches width. I'm half asleep too, by the way, because I've been at work like 6 hours. And I'm on like a 8-hour, 10-hour shift, but I haven't slept. So I'm doing this perfect. I'm talking about I get that perfect. Like, man, I get it perfect. My dad been showing me how to use a tape measure. I did Skills USA, all that construction stuff too. So I got it perfect. So I'm over there. I'm over there marking, you know. Me and this guy, we working together. I'm over here marking. Nobody's saying nothing to us, but they getting on everybody else's case. They just standing around. I'm marking, I'm getting it right. So, like, boom, I got it. So, hey, bro, let's go cut this real quick. I need you to hold this, plywood while I cut it. When I cut it on the table, so I don't want it kicking back and all that. You know how you skill saw sometimes, you kick back, you want to keep it from binding. If you don't know, different understanding. So, I'm over there cooling. I did that. I like, boom, all right, bro, I need these, I need the sockets and the impact gun. So I go over there and grab the socket impact gun out the locker. I come back. I need the tape measure because I know I need to notch this little part out right here to go over it. I don't know if I need to do 3 inches or 2 inches. In my mind, I said 3 inches. But in actuality, when I when I measured it, it was 2 inches. Thank God. So, you know, I just grabbed tape measure because I was using tape measure, you know. So I set all my tools. Now I grabbed tape measure and I walking out the door. Bruh. This is what she told on me about. I came back in. I don't like the way you took that tape measure from me. I'm like, what? I'm like, what? Man, I'm already like, bro, like, I don't have time. Remember, $25,000 story. Remember, $25,000 story. That ain't no light money. So I'm like, man. So everybody in the little section, we looked, I'm like, what are you talking about? Cause I'm like, man, I don't pay this girl no attention. When I say I look over this girl, I don't pay this girl no attention. Jealousy, I'm telling you, she jealous. Man, I'm like, dang. So, everybody looking like, I know good and well. So what happened was, I guess she didn't get her weight in that little, whatever you want to call that, chaotic she wants to start. So she went out and told everybody else that I took the tape measure. I grabbed the tape measure out of her hand. But inside, she told the boss man, I took it off the table. I snatched it off the table. I'm like, bruh. I told her, hey, bro, just move me. Man, put me on another place, in another department. At this point, I'm trying to get away from. And I only got like a couple, man, look, bro, I leave this week. I got like 3 days for a time in the league. I'm just trying to make it to my 3 days. And at this point, she's just continuing to try to get her goal achieved of messing me up. But man, I gotta go to work today. And I'm just praying. Y'all keep me in y'all prayers, even though when y'all see this video, I'm gonna be gone. So I'm gonna be already out, bruh. But I'm just continue to pray. You know, man, hopefully I can get all this together and everything work out for the best for me, you know. Yeah, man. But, man, I know this is getting too long, and I kind of rush it. I kind of was rushing through it and fumbling my words because it's already, like, 16 minutes or whatever. But, yeah, man, I just want to let y'all know this is the time, part 1 and part 2, of how this girl or woman is trying to cost me $25,000. Jealousy at its finest. But yeah, man, y'all go check out part 1. Boom. First link in the description. Y'all check it out. Hey, man, but this is your boy, Key to the City. Help me, help you, help me. And we out.